this one's geared towards specifically poly men when it comes down to like dating and stuff. I brought this up in my initial answer when we were talking, like at the beginning. But like, do y'all just be letting y'all sisters wild out on your girlfriends? Like, because like this happens very often to people I know, even myself at one point, where it's just like when it comes down to it, I understand it's like your family and then, your girlfriend and stuff, but like y'all don't ever be checking y'all sisters about the shit they be saying, like, or they be doing, or like overstepping their role as a sister. Like some of them be overstepping to the point where like it's like, damn, nigga, you go fuck him then. Like, you know what I mean?
Or their
Like, so
moms.
it's,
For me,
yeah,
sometimes it's moms.
yeah, that's what I mean though. Like, do you guys ever check in with that? Like, why do you guys keep quiet about stuff like that? For poly men specifically, like the concern will be raised and be like, bruh, stop tripping. And be like, what? And then people usually wait till it escalates and then they be like, and that's why there's so much beef often between like sister-in-laws and like the girlfriend. Well, in the poly community that I've seen thus far.
Yeah. So for me personally, nah. If I'm dating somebody, well, I know my sisters. Well, my older sister, she's cool. Then my second older sister, I know she has a mouth.
It's always
she,
the second.
she's really blunt. No. For me, no. I'm not. I don't play that. Like, if I'm bringing somebody to the family, like, you're gonna have to respect her. And then if somebody does overstep her boundaries and make her feel some type of way, I'm not afraid to step up and say something about it, or I'm not afraid to walk off from my own family for the woman that knowing I'm gonna love, for the woman that's gonna have my babies. So
Yeah, that's not me. It's not even about like I'm not like we don't even want you to walk. We're not expecting you to walk away, but acknowledge and don't disregard what I'm
yeah,
feeling. Like I'm not tripping. Like I care about you in a different way, but she cares about you too. It's just
yeah,
like when I tell you I'm feeling disrespected, acknowledge it. I hate
yeah.
being disregarded about it or being all like, nah, just leave it. Just leaving it and ignoring it never
No,
works, especially when you know you're gonna marry this man and you're marrying into that family. Like acknowledge how I feel about it. Like so many times it's disregarded.
I know. I think that comes a well. I think there's so many factors that play into it, but I mean, we're talking about family, we're talking about culture. Depending on how you grew up, you guys are really everybody, the way we grow up is like family over everything. That's the mentality, the
Yeah.
Italian culture. So I can understand. I'm not saying I can understand why a lot of guys do that because like you only have one sister, or multiple, one mom, one, but you can always get. I mean, that's just the way the way I was taught. You only have one mom. You only one dad. You only have this sister. So like that's the only you. That's the only. But you can always get another girl. That's what I was taught. So like what I'm saying. So to always pick your family before your girlfriend. But for me, like if my family disrespects I understand jokes, all right, because we all joke around.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different, fakata. But if you openly disrespect her, like that's not gonna fly well with
It'd be
me.
like sneak disses too. Like
Yeah,
they try to be
the sneak.
subtle
No,
about
no,
it.
no, no.
Yeah.
Even if I do bring him, I tell my family all the time, like I tell my sister all the time, like, hey, like this is somebody I really care about. So
Right.
and I still like my sister's husbands. I make fun of them too, but I never disrespect their husbands.
Right.
So I show them that same energy. So I tell them all the time. So if I'm gonna bring my girlfriend, potential wife to my family, like like we can have fun, but when I feel like, and also when I know when they overstep, like that's not cool. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
And it
it's not.
never ends.
Yeah, it never ends. And then and I don't want to be in the position where I have to pick between my family because I love my family. I love her too. I don't want to be in that position. So for me, it's like if I'm in that position, like the way I see it, my family will always be there. Whatever my family forgive me, but to find that one person that's gonna love you and commit to you and be loyal to you, like that doesn't come often.
Right. Right.
So like
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
if I find that one girl that really loves me, appreciates me, takes care of me, is loyal to me, like I don't care about my family. They can disown me, but I know they're always gonna be there for me. But
Right.
it's really, really hard to go find somebody like that. So I'm not gonna let her be disrespected in front of everybody.
Right. And that's how it should be, because
Yeah.
so often I see the total opposite. And that's crazy as fuck to me, because what you were talking about, like, that's how a lot of poly boys are raised, family first, or even not even poly boys, like poly women too.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone. It's just like family first, but it's like you don't have to. If I'm bringing somebody else in, like implying that I want them to be part of the family, that respect should naturally be there. Like, I don't understand why it always has to be like, why it always has to come down to a choice. Yeah, family first, but do you have to keep testing it? You know, like, why do you keep testing it? The insecurity level has to go beyond that. Like, I don't know what it is.
That's the thing. They're just insecure. A lot of tongue girls,
Yeah.
a lot of them are insecure.
Yeah, and it's always about, oh, you remember who comes first, who comes first. Like, what the fuck do you gain out of saying that? Do you want a high five? What do you mean? Like, and there's so many girls that, and I know talking girls around me, even myself at one point, like, it was just always the sister talking about, or like, and you know what? It's never usually the sisters. Sometimes it's the cousins that be overstepping the sisters, talking about, oh yeah, that's my brother. I'm like, go ahead, huh? Like, what? It ain't making no sense.
No, I don't want to sound mean, but it's always the women in the family that got nothing going on with their life.
It's always the
divorce, multiple baby daddies. The relationships are broken.
Oh my god, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always the ice cream cone girl with a cigarette in her hand outside.
It's always the black sheep of the family. Like
Right.
their life is over. The bottom of the heap in the family. Like, and I'm saying that they're just so toxic and they're so negative that they don't want to see anybody else have something good. And if this girl comes in and she's a very good girl, she's loving, they're just hella jealous. They're hella so much jealousy.
Right. That's annoying too. And that's why the joke always comes up, like, damn, bro, like, you want to date him? Because that's an accurate thing. Like, why are you overstepping this much? You know, and it's just crazy, like, to have to keep stamping that. I was always wondering, like, does it ever run across your head to be like, yo, cut that shit out? You know?
No, well, I would say it's just dependent on the guys, because I know guys. I got Tongan friends that will never say anything to their family, will never say anything to their sister, especially their older sister.
Right.
But no, for me, that's not cool, because it's hard to find a good woman. So if I find a good woman, I'm gonna pick her.
Right.
I'm gonna pick her.
Okay, I get that.